The number one reason you're not getting lean, seeing definition, or looking toned is your nutrition. Here's what I mean. You can eat 2 meals that both look healthy, but one keeps you full, supports fat loss, and builds muscle, and the other doesn't. The difference usually comes down to how much protein you're eating and where it's coming from. Today, I'm breaking down how to build your meals for fat loss using simple examples so you can start seeing progress without tracking every crumb or eating boring diet food. When it comes to eating for fat loss, it's not enough to just eat protein. You need to focus on lean protein. So what even counts as lean? Well, every food is made up of carbs, fat, and protein. A lean source is one that's mostly protein with little to no fat or carbs. Here's an example. Lentils technically have protein, but they also come with a lot of carbs and calories. Chicken breast, on the other hand, gives you almost pure protein with very little else attached. So if you're trying to hit your protein goals without blowing your calories, lean sources like chicken or egg whites make your life 10 times easier. Protein is key for 4 main reasons. First, your body is literally made of it. Your muscles, skin, hair, nails, all protein. Second, it's the most filling macronutrient. You rarely overeat plain chicken breast because it actually satisfies you. Third, it protects your muscle while you're losing fat, which is what keeps your body looking toned instead of flat. And finally, your body burns more calories digesting protein than it does digesting carbs or fat. So not only does it keep you full, it actually costs energy to process it. Some of my favorite lean protein sources are chicken, extra lean ground beef, egg whites, whey isolate, low-fat Greek yogurt, or cottage cheese and shrimp. Anything that's primarily protein and low in added fats or carbs is fair game. Now, let's talk about how to put this into practice. Instead of thinking, I need to eat less, start thinking, how can I make my meals more protein focused? So if you normally do a simple egg scramble in the morning, you could keep the same meal, but swap or add ingredients that increase protein without adding too many calories, like using a mix of eggs and egg whites or pairing it with a lean breakfast meat like turkey bacon. If you usually have a smoothie, make it higher protein by adding a scoop of whey isolate and maybe some Greek yogurt instead of nut butter. The goal isn't to eat tiny portions, it's to eat smarter portions. More food volume, more protein, fewer unnecessary calories. That's what keeps you full while still leaning you out. Next, let's clear up the confusion around fats. Fats are not bad. Your body actually needs them for hormone health, brain function, vitamin absorption, and long-lasting energy. But because they're calorie dense, 9 calories per gram compared to 4 for protein or carbs, it's easy to overdo them without realizing it. You don't need to avoid fats, you just need to be aware of portion sizes. A tablespoon of olive oil, a handful of nuts, or half an avocado are all great, but stack a few of those together and you've easily added 300 calories. The goal is balance. Include healthy fats from things like olive oil, avocado, eggs, raw cheese, or grass-fed butter. Just measure them mindfully. If you're someone who's eating healthy but can't figure out why the scale won't move, fats are often the sneaky culprit. It's not that olive oil or avocado are bad, it's just that they add up fast. Once you start becoming aware of those small extras, it's usually an easy fix. Now let's talk carbs. Carbs are your body's main energy source. Cutting them out completely doesn't magically make you burn fat faster. Fat loss happens because you're in a calorie deficit, not because you stopped eating carbs. What does matter is the quality of your carbs. Stick to mostly whole food sources, things like rice, potatoes, oats, squash, fruit, and even real sourdough bread with simple ingredients. Processed carbs like chips, crackers, and sugary cereals digest fast, spike your hunger, and make it really, really easy to overeat. Whole food carbs digest slower, stabilize your blood sugar, and actually keep you satisfied. You don't have to eat carbs at every single meal, just get them out throughout the day, preferably around your workouts or later in the day when cravings usually hit. Protein and fats earlier in the day tends to keep your energy stable and your hunger low. Here's how a full day of balanced eating might look. A protein-heavy breakfast like eggs and egg whites or a protein smoothie. A lunch centered around a lean protein like chicken or fish plus some healthy fats. And a dinner with a protein source, a moderate serving of carbs like rice or potatoes, and some veggies for volume. It's not about perfection or cutting out the foods you love. It's about understanding how to build your plate in a way that supports your goals and your lifestyle. At the end of the day, you don't need more food rules, a new trendy diet, or a 30-day challenge. You need more real food. When you start eating mostly whole foods, lean proteins, quality fats, and slow digesting carbs, everything gets easier. You feel fuller, you stop obsessing over food, your energy goes up, your skin looks better, and your workouts feel stronger. Fat loss should make you healthier, not more restricted. And if your current plan doesn't make you feel that way, it's probably not the right one.